Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. I hope you're all having an amazing weekend. Currently it is Saturday and let's get right into the charts. Starting off with Bitcoin, of course. Right now the most important thing on the daily time frame and this chart right here is that we are printing a bullish divergence, as you can see right here on the RSI and on the chart. And this is if this bullish divergence plays out, you can see already it has confirmed right here. And if we continue to see higher prices, then we could eventually go all the way up to potentially 63, 64k, or maybe even higher to sweep this high at the value area low. I don't think right now it is very likely to sweep the high at the POC, but we might just get that relief in the next coming days to sweep the high that we have right here. If not, the only other possible scenario could be something like this, to set a lower high right here. You can see after this high we set a lower high, then we set another lower high, and then we just continue chopping towards the downside, where eventually we will get a capitulation towards the downside to hit our targets from this particular range that we have right here. I believe the bottom will come in once we sweep the liquidity below this wick right here, just below 48k from back in the summer range in 2024. This is how I am thinking it is going to play out. Let's look at it right now. It potentially not it's not looking the same like Bitcoin. We don't have a bullish divergence. You can see price actually failed to sweep this low, so we don't have a low right here to say confidently that this is a bullish divergence. But still, if Bitcoin continues to the upside, then I believe so will it. Solana has been holding pretty strong right here, continuing to the upside right now. Basically not to the upside, but we are just bouncing every time we make a low right here. So potentially we might see another push back towards the value area low of the range. We are already close to the hype right now. You can see it's trying to bounce off from the previous all-time high support resistance into support flip. Right now it is acting as support. Same, the monthly pivot, we are holding above it, and the monthly S1 is just shy of around $47. So that's gonna be a target to consider in the future. SUI is right now pretty bad, pretty oversold. I believe we're gonna be sweeping this liquidation wick right here down another like 20% before we actually see a reversal. XRP is also trading just around $1. You see on the bigger picture right here, we're almost back at those bear market territories for XRP, so be wary of that. Stock market also potentially closed quite bearish. You can see right here on the daily time frame, we still might see a couple of days to the upside, and then we will put in another lower high like so, and then price will continue to drop. You can see after this triple bearish divergence right here, we have been slowly but surely going towards the downside. And right now with the US and Iran conflict coming back again, we might still get some more bearish price action. The dollar also has been going strong. You can see it right here. It almost reached our target at around 101.9. We're just like a couple of points away from there. So I believe next week, if price action continues to be this bullish for the dollar, I believe we're going to be seeing that price target get hit, and then we are going to be considering somewhere around this level 103 to 104, almost 105 for the dollar, and even higher is still possible, but I don't believe it is very likely for the dollar to actually go that high. But still, those are the two targets, and as long as the dollar remains in those regions, I will not be looking for longs on Bitcoin or the stock market. You could say you could look for longs on the stock market, but on Bitcoin I will not be looking for longs. Even if we get some relief, I will be looking to short somewhere if we get even higher. On the short term for right now, you can see open interest is still high, which means we have lots of leverage coming out in the market. So this is why we have those aggressive moves right here, since we've got a lot of leverage coming to the market. And you see the market makers, they are just liquidating everyone. First we get a move, and those moves are not small, guys. You can see that's like 5% of a move. Then we get like 5% drop, and right here those moves are like 4% of a move. So quite the brutal price action. CVD has been coming down right here, so be wary of that. As you know, once CVD starts going down, this is where we very likely start to drop even harder. On the liquidation heatmap side of things, things are looking good, since we have liquidity stacked towards the upside. As you can see, most of it right here at around 63.5, 62.2, and then we also got some liquidity sitting at over 66.5k, which is almost at that POC level, which is why I believe maybe price could go all the way up there and grab this liquidity. But as of right now, the first target is going to be to the upside, and it's going to be at just around 62.3k. And if we fail to do so, then you can see we will be going lower all the way down to 57k. And if we start dropping below 57k, then I believe we are very likely to see the low 50s come in play, and then get some kind of bigger relief before actually taking out this low right here. But this low will go, I believe, eventually in the next weeks or months, we will see this low get taken out for Bitcoin, and this is what will mark the bottom, in my opinion, for the bear market. Of course, not a financial advice. Always do your own research, guys. Fear and Greed index right now is sitting at 17 in the extreme fear zone. Nothing new here. Spot ETFs, you can see it has started to accumulate, not accumulate, but sell off with the current price action. The selling off has started getting bigger and bigger. You can see we had a bit of a pause from the bigger sell-offs, like we got only like under 100 million, and right now we are starting to get like $500 million of sell-offs again, basically 500 million, 400 million, 690 million of the spot ETFs. You can see right here the graph has been going down since sell-offs have been quite massive. Long versus shorts ratio for the day right now during the weekend is, you can see mostly the people are on the short side. Even on Hyperliquid, the bigger whales are bidding short right now, so be wary of that. We don't have any news since it is the weekend, and for next week, let's see, we do have some news, but I'll cover them in the next video. And I believe this will be it for today, guys. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.